second unit, you are going to watch about demultiplexers and the best example of demultiplexer 124 and 128 demultiplexers, and how to design the higher level of demultiplexers by using the lower level of demultiplexers. And of course, we are going to understand about three-state logical gate. So first we will understood about the demultiplexer. So demultiplexer, it is just a reverse process of multiplexing. So with the available one path to n number of paths, we will be diverting it. So the serial path to parallel path, we will be diverting it. So the demultiplexing is taking the input from a channel, and it is after at the receiving end, the demultiplexers are used to make that received channel to the several outputs, but only one output is active at any instant. So to select which output to be active, so we will be having a select signals. So according to the select signal, if there are n number of select signals, we can have the maximum of 2 power n outputs. So this is the circuit symbol. So only one input is given to demultiplexer. There will be n number of control signals or select signals to select which output is going to be active. So there is possible 2 power n output signal is going to be possible. The demultiplexer is sometimes is referred as data distributor, or it is a serial to parallel converter. Now we will see an example. There is 1 to 4 demultiplexer or 1:4 demultiplexer. So here you will be having one input, data input. So to have the 4 maximum output, we need 2 select signal or control signals. With the available 2 select signal, any one of the output is going to be active I. So the truth table we can given like this. If enable is 0, nothing is going to be performed. If enable is active, if both the select signals are 0, 0, and what is given in D naught, that is going to appear in the Y naught. So if uh, both the thing is 0, 1, and the Y1 is going to receive an output. So if that is, it shows that if both the thing S0 and S1 is 0, 0, if D in is 0, the Y0 receives 0. If D in is 1, Y0 is receiving 1. And similarly, if both the thing is 0, 1, what is given in D0 that appears in Y1? If it is a 0, it will get 0. If it is a 1, it will get Y1 as 1. And similarly, if S0 and S1 is 1, 0, and D in is 0, and output will be 0. If it is 1, then Y2 will receive as 1. So in such a way that any one of the output is going to be active I. So it's simply giving, if you are simplifying, it will give Y0 is active high only when S1 dash S0 dash D in, and S1 is available S1 dash S0 D in. So this we can draw it in a simple logical circuit. So this is the 1:4 multiplexer. The D in will be appearing either Y0, Y1 or Y2, Y3 depending on the signal S0 and S1. Similarly, 1:8 demultiplexer. So if D in is given, and by assuming that the enable is available, if D in is 0, whatever may be the combination, all the things will be high level. If D in is 1, if depending on the S2, S1, S0 value, so we will have 8 different combinations. So either Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7 will be going to be high level. You can see at the output column, only one will be high level at any of the select signal combination. So the same thing we can implement using the logical circuit. So any one of the output is going to be high level for the given combination. Now the same combinational circuit, we can implement using demultiplexer also. For example, the full subtractor we can implement using the demultiplexer because each output is representing one min term. So if you are making sum of the min terms, we will get an required circuit. Say this is the truth table for full subtractor. So you can select the output of the y1, y2, y4, and y7. If you are combining and giving it to OR gate, it become a difference. And if you are giving the uh, output of y2 and y3 uh, and y1 and of course y7, if you are giving it, you will get an borrow out. So the next thing is we will understand the three-state gates. Usually the logical gates will have only two states, either low level or high level. But sometimes the logical gate is required to the third level, tri-state gates will be referred. The third state is going to be the neither 0 nor 1. Sometimes it is required to make the output as invalid one, or that will be called as high impedance. So that high impedance state will never have 1 or 0. That means the output is disconnected. There is no output in that. So it is not having any logical significance. So that with the help of the tri-state buffer, we can make use of that to design the circuit also. Uh, it has another control input. So that there is a normal input A. The output Y is equal to A as long as if the control input is 1, or otherwise it goes to an high impedance state. The C goes to 0, then output is neither 0 nor 1. And if C is 1, the input follows, the output follows the input. So the 2 to 1 multiplexer we can draw by using the tri-state buffer like this. So as long as the select signal is active, the A or B is going to appear at the output. Similarly, the 4 to 1 line multiplexer we can draw like this. So the control input is connected with the decoder inputs. So select signals will given to as input to the decoder. So 2 to 4 decoder output is getting, that will be given to an 4 tri-state buffers. So any one of the thing is going to be activated, accordingly the output comes. So it looks like a 4:1 multiplexer. So students, in this video, you got introduced and understand about demultiplexer and how to design a 1 to 4 demultiplexer and 1 to 8 demultiplexer, and you got and understand about how to design a 1:8 demultiplexer using the lower level 1:4 demultiplexer, and of course you have understood about three-state buffers. Thanks for watching this, students, and thank you from Professor G. Ilunga.